Hello, hello. It's time for Fishing Friends. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Fishing Friends with Danny and Gina. I'm Danny,
I'm Gina.
and what do you know? Stuff looks really different right now, doesn't it? Not only I
Oh
don't have any long hair anymore,
my god!
but freaking Gina's wearing a tiara because it's her birthday tomorrow,
It's
but
my
we're celebrating
birthday.
it today. Oh my goodness, it's so great.
It's so great.
And man, I've just had such a productive week. I'm so happy because I was able to get my pond finished and get all that done. And I was able to even get a whole video posted before the live stream, even. So if you guys haven't seen it already, be sure to check it out after the live stream about how I finished my pond because it looks really nice. Really happy with it. And I was gonna
Good.
do stuff with my garden and all that too, but I felt so accomplished after finishing my pond that I just wanted to kind of relax more today and get that video out. So that's what I did.
Nice.
But yes, happy birthday to Gina.
Thank you.
We're probably gonna play some games and stuff later. Who knows?
Yeah. Um.
There's this one game that Gina has that's like, what is it? Deep in the waters or something like that.
Deep in thoughts or something. Yeah. And I was just about to say I can't find it.
Oh no.
Find it. I thought it was over here in my pile that I hadn't cleaned up yet, but I dug pretty deep in that pile and I don't know where it went. The gremlins took it.
Yeah. But let's see, we got Silver Creek's Wildlife here, and we got Shady Grady here, and Bionic Bigfoot, and Vibes Aquatics, lurking while driving. Well, it's not typing so much than Vibes if you're driving. What's up, James H? Good to see you. And yeah, old age.
But yeah.
Sterlson is here too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So
Yeah, sorry for the lack of stream Wednesday. My allergies have been kicking my butt all week. You can still kind of hear it in my voice. I'm still a little bit stuffed up, but I had lost my voice, and it's been a long time since I lost my voice due to some kind of cold or allergies or whatever. So
man. James B is here too. What's up, James?
it was funny because my mom came in the morning to help me get Kane ready for school. Oh gosh, I just need to stop touching my camera. Oh gosh. And she's yelling at me across the house, asking me questions. And I'm like, Mom, I don't know why you're expecting an answer from me when I cannot yell across the house. Stop. Come and talk to me because I am not going to respond because I can't.
Yeah.
So it was pretty funny.
I had to make a slight adjustment on my camera because the new chair that I got, which is a gift
fancy
from a friend of mine, they got new computer chairs. And they asked if I wanted this, and I'm like, hell yeah, because it's really nice. But it's bigger back here, so it kind of blocks this tank a little bit more, which whatever.
Yeah, it is
But
what it is.
it sits lower, so I have to adjust the camera down so that you can't see the pictures up there anymore. Or if you do, I look super short and stuff. So
yeah,
super short. So That is the
Cool,
perspective.
cool.
But you can see this bracelet that Lady Diane made me.
Aww.
It's out of howlite, which is the same stone that my gauges are made out of, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't like to necessarily wear it because it just kind of
That's loud.
it just looks like pearls,
Yeah.
because you can't really see the marbling in it so much. There's a few that have some light gray marbling in there, but you can kind like so this one doesn't really have a lot, whereas this one has like some more. You can kind of see it, but I don't know.
Nice.
It just doesn't really look right on my slender, dainty wrists. So originally, it was making me a necklace, and she could tell that she could tell that I didn't really like it or something. So then she
Aww.
do a bracelet, and it's like I appreciate it no matter what, but it's just because though I like howlite as a stone because like it's just a really nice, pretty stone or whatever, and it looks good as like gauges or whatever. Just wearing it as a necklace or as a bracelet, it just looks like pearls, and I have very slender wrists, and it just I don't like it.
It clashes with your masculinity.
Yeah, that. I didn't
That's funny. So yeah, I came home from work because I did work just a short 5-hour shift today. And he's like, "Do you want your presents today or do you want them tomorrow?" I was like, "Give them to me right now." Right now. Presents. So first he ordered me a new pen. So it's an all metal pen. And it's a new release.
All metal pens.
Yes. So what's cool is that you deploy it like this, and then this is how you deploy it. But it's called the Sprout. It actually recently launched, and what's really cute, I should have grabbed the box that it came in, but it came with a little packet of seeds. So
Nice.
Tactile Turn is the company, and it's called the Sprout.
So you use the pen to plant seeds.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's a packet of herbs. It's basil, dill, majoram, and savory.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know. I already told Nathan I kind of want to try to separate the seeds. I don't know which is going to be which, but I at least want to like try. I don't know. I don't think I will. Maybe I'll have to get like a long trough.
Basil and dill and all those seeds are very, very, very tiny.
So this is the box the pen came in. But yeah, Tactile Turn Sprout. What's really cute is that caring for Sprout, the more sunlight, the better. Do not store in a dark drawer. Yeah. Watering is not required, but it doesn't hurt. Wipe clean with a damp towel if the pen gets dirty. Fertilize with new ink when the refill dries out. Enjoy. I just thought it was so freaking cute.
That's nice.
Yep. Proudly designed, machined, and assembled in Texas. So, U.S. brand. TactileTurn.com. But yeah, very cute. Very cute. I'm excited. So that was one half of my present.
The seeds are very, very tiny. I doubt to separate them.
Yeah, I might just have to get like a long trough planter and just kind of sprinkle them across. Because I just worry that they're gonna like overcrowd each other. You know?
Well, they will, and that's why they give you so many seeds. So you kind of want to spread them out as best as you can. But then when you get all the different plants popping up, you decide which are which, and then save the best of each, and get rid of the other ones. A lot of people will start with a whole lot of extra starters in case they screw up with one or something like that. Which I think I might have accidentally screwed up my tomato plant. We'll see.
Bro, you got that pig squeal for the "Are you ready?" I bet you do. I bet your vocals are phenomenal. Yeah.
The pig squeal. Hey, you guys. Okay, we've got it. Danny's got a short-haired twin. Now let's bring Danny back in. Yeah.
Hold on, Coro has a good question. What candy is more like chewing electrical wires? Nerds ropes or sweet tart ropes? Probably sweet tart ropes because electrical wires aren't crunchy like nerd ropes.
If we're talking about chewing actual electric wires, probably sweet tart ropes. If we're talking about what's better, nerds ropes.
Right.
Yes, nerd
So
ropes are
the
awesome.
seeds thinly and harvest often, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like companion planting, sorta. Yeah, but I'm afraid like some might outcompete the other, so
Well, yeah. So you can get like a
yeah.
couple of like starter pots or whatever if you want.
Get a $10 window planter. Yeah, probably for like after I figure out which plant is which.
Yeah. Made
yeah.
in the United States. Love that bring China down.
I doubt it.
United States.
I missed the crop question. So my new pen that Nathan got me for my birthday, well, half of my birthday present, it came with this little packet of seeds. And it's basil, dill, majoram, and savory.
Yeah.
And I didn't
So
know if I could like tell the seeds apart by just looking at them. I don't know.
she was gonna try to separate the seeds and all that. And I'm sitting there like all those plants have teeny tiny little seeds, and they are probably gonna all look kind of similar as well. Like you're
Yeah.
not really gonna be able to tell the difference. And so
Competing
it's
what?
just try to sow as thinly as possible in a spread out area and see what
Yeah.
pops up. And as they start to develop, you can thin it out and get one or two of each plant versus multiples all over the place.
Yeah, an herb pack. They're all going to be small except one will be elongated. Yeah, I like the dill, right?
More elongated, but everything has to be very small, tiny little.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if there would be like a color difference.
But yeah, they don't really. They won't, like he's saying, they won't really compete per se. They'll just kind of go all over the place.
Yeah, herbs out competing. Nah, I chaos crop them. That reminds me, I saw a TikTok not that long ago. Hold on, let me try to quickly pull this up without it being loud. I hope I saved it. Did I save it? I hope I did. Oh, dang it, I didn't. It's been way too long. I can't scroll through my likes. But there's this dude. Chaos cropping is exactly the best description for what he did. He's like, oh, I feel like he had like a bag of beans or something. I don't know if you can actually grow beans from like a bag of dried beans. He literally the bag, it was like had a slight cut out of it. And he's like, I feel like planting these. And he literally above his head went like this in his field. And he's like, all right, done with that. And now and then he grabbed another bag of something else. He's like, I feel like planting these. And then he did the same thing. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Chaos cropping. That's my dude. Farm Boy James. That might be it.
Yeah.
I was cracking up. Him, I, and Warrior Planted are bringing it big. Yeah. I was going to send it to you, and then I was like, Danny doesn't have TikTok, and he might get mad at me if I keep sending him TikToks.
I've seen it on YouTube.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was cracking up.
Pretty funny. There's a lot of different types of people out there. I kind of do more like now. My sister is along the lines of like what they do with like epic gardening, but instead of doing all those like metal ones, she does like she builds her own. Like I think some are metal, some are wooden, but like all like raised beds.
Thank you, Lady Diane.
I prefer to do like all like ground level, just sort of like no-till gardening, and just like lay hay and grass clippings and stuff all over the place, which
That's what it was with sunflowers. That was the other thing. It's like, I feel like some sunflowers. I'm like,
Yeah.
I just laughing so much.
I'm gonna have to figure out some other sort of mulching thing this year because I don't mow my own lawn, and they come in, they blow and suck it all up and
What
leave.
dessert is my favorite? Oh, that's a good question. I usually really like cheesecakes. Key lime pie is usually like, so if I okay, I'm going about this like if I'm at a restaurant. What are my first picks? Usually on a dessert menu. Usually like a cheesecake, a key lime pie, or a vanilla strawberry cake, like a strawberry shortcake, something like that. Those are usually my 3 go-tos if I see those on a dessert menu.
Mm. I think of red velvet cheesecake.
Oh, so, okay. Well, since we're still kind of on a gardening tangent, another TikTok I saw, it was more of like a professional or like an educational, but I didn't know if it was satire or not. I didn't second guess it until I went to the comments, but it was about gardening tomatoes, and someone said you can get more out, or this TikTok channel said you can get more out of your tomatoes if you, once they hit like a certain like 2 feet or something, you push them down, and then you let them kind of
go
across the ground.
It's so if you allow them to sprawl out,
Yeah.
Because with any sort of plant you can do that too. If you like sprawl it out, like peppers or any of the like the nightshade sort of plants, if it sprawls out, it if you kind of force that vining thing, because it's not a true vine. It does want to grow vertical, but if it does sprawl out like that, then it'll grow out that way and grow vertical. And as it grows out this way, it'll get more stuff that wants to grow vertical, and the plant itself will just kind of multiply that way.
Yeah.
You can do that with peppers. You can do that with cannabis. You can do that with a lot of different sort of stuff. Basil, whatever. If you just kind of take the branches with trees too, that's what they do with like tropical like fruit trees and stuff, and any sort of trees. They try to like pull the branches out like this, and then you get a whole lot of more stuff that kind of comes out of it.
Yeah. I don't know. It just said like it prevent like any part the stem like touches the ground, or to make more roots, so it makes more solid root structure. And then in the comments it was funny because everyone's like, don't do this, this is awful, like this is not meant for home gardening at all, because even the videos, it showed them like in a greenhouse, like more of like production farming rather than like a home garden. This greenhouse was filled with nothing but these tomatoes, and I'm like,
right. And the reason they're saying don't do this or whatever is because tomatoes, especially if you grow the right ones that are like really good and like close to really like your native conditions, they will sprawl out, they will grow. You won't be able to grab all the tomatoes because there'll just be too much of it all over the place, and some tomatoes will fall, they'll rot, they'll drop seeds. All of a sudden, next year you'll have 1,000 tomato plants come up, which you're like, okay, cool, free tomatoes, but it can really overtake you a lot. So if you're doing something like that, be ready to like trim them off. Make sure you're growing the right sort of variety of tomatoes that just won't go super wild.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying no, that you'll get like the white mildew really easily and all that stuff.
Yeah, you want to try to keep your tomato off the ground, because that's what the whole point is to keep the plant up and off the ground to prevent all the different rot, to have the plant, grow all the fruits up high and all that stuff too. But yeah,
But yeah, I'll definitely have to hit you up, Tommy, whenever I'm ready to probably next year. I don't know. Is it too late in the season now? Not if I buy already started tomato plants, right?
Oh, I just put some of my stuff in the ground. Some of it's still in starter plants. It's not too late for anything. You can still actually, if you're growing like certain types of melons or squash or whatever, you can start them in seed right now. And same with like cucumbers too. If you start them in seed, you're probably going to end up with the plant just as fast as a starter plant because of how long it takes the plant to transition to its new home, especially those vines, cucumbers, melons, squash, stuff like that. Those take a long time to transition. And once they start growing in a certain area and they throw out that tendril and that tendril grabs something, they don't want to be moved. They don't like moving. So just let it grow wherever it wants to go. You can sort of guide it to a certain area. If you want your pumpkin patch to go to a certain area, you can guide it but once it starts going somewhere, like you gotta let it go. Or else you'll just kill the plant.
Scotty! Indeterminate tomatoes will grow as long as there is a season for them. So if you have it in a raised bed that you can move inside or wrap, it'll grow faster. Oh.
It'll grow forever. Yeah, if you can bring it inside.
Scottatini. Scottini.
Scatini.
Scatini. I also like Scottatini. I don't know. Make them into pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the second half of my presents. He got me the Kingfisher Lego set.
Nice.
Yeah. He's like, it was like a combination of two of your interests, the bird and then the little fish in his mouth.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about this on a live stream too?
I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, there's the back of it.
I've definitely seen this one before. It's really cool.
He said he was debating getting me just like 2 or 3 of like the flower ones because I always look at the flower ones every time we go over to the Legos. And then he saw this and he's like, no, this covers both of her interests, birds and fish.
Have you done sweet potatoes? They sprout like crazy. I've never done sweet potatoes. I did take a trimming of somebody else's sweet potato vine and just let it grow in like a fish tank for a while, and it sprawled like crazy too. Yeah.
Sabrina is a real bro checking out her manager's channel off the clock. Yep. Yeah. Sabrina's awesome.
Hello, Lady Diane. How are you? Thank you for commenting on my video. Yeah, I finally found a variety of strawberries that I wanted to get, and I actually got. It's ones that they say like grow really good in pots or whatever. They tend to stay a little bit like tighter versus like sprawling out super crazy, and they have pink blossoms versus white blossoms that I normally see with strawberries. And they're everbearing, which are the type that I like. They just pop up strawberries here and there throughout the entire season versus having a whole bunch of strawberries all ripe at the same time in June and then not getting any strawberries the rest of the season. That's the type of strawberries that Lady Diane has, which is what made me think of strawberries. Because yep,
I want everberries.
Diane has June bearing. I bought everbearing. I really want to try to find, it's like some type of like Japanese variety of strawberry that, it's called a pine berry.
Oh yeah, I've seen pine berries. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like a white strawberry, and that's what I want to find. But it's a variety from Japan.
Baker's Creek has like a alpine berry that's white. It's like more of the cylindrical, like the longer, skinnier ones. I bought a packet of seeds and I tried them twice. and I couldn't get them to grow.
Yeah. I've never tried growing strawberries from a seed before. I did find like a little starter plant or whatever in a bag of those like pink ones one time, but I didn't have anywhere to put them at the time, so I never bought them. But I've never seen them at Home Depot again since. It was years ago, and sometimes they just get really random stuff in there.
Yeah, anytime I have a day off that's not my normal day off, Sabrina always, like, next time she sees me, she's like, "It was so weird not having you, like, on a Sunday, like, tomorrow," because I asked off.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Plus,
plushie.
it's your birthday.
Yeah,
Is Dana's hair gone?
it sure is. You
Yep.
can't really it's hard to tell because you got the dark, background behind you, but yep, it's all gone.
It's all gone. Put it to the light.
Strawberry seeds, put them in a refrigerator with a little bit of vitamin C on top of them. Like in dirt, like you sow them and then put them in the fridge. You can't that's not specific enough instructions. I need like you to dumb it down a lot.
Yeah. Right?
I found this cool native plant dealer that specializes in edibles.
Didn't miss his chance on him. I didn't do a mullet. I told him no mullet. Found this cool native plant dude that specializes in edibles, but I don't have a house, so I don't want to invest in the perennials and trees such as yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Since I own this house, I've been investing in different plants and stuff. Now I have successful valerian that is coming back every year. I have a yarrow plant. I have a variety of echinacea, and I have all my different berries and stuff all over. I have elderberry. Gosh, I got all this different stuff that I've been working on. And I still have all these seeds that I keep forgetting about. The packet somewhere of like marshmallow and some other stuff that I need to get going.
Okay, paper towels, seeds, vitamin C powder on top of them. Stick them in the fridge for 2 days, then place in dark, wet place for 2 weeks. Oh, keep moist, not soaked. Oh, Lady Diane says that's where she got her seeds from was from Baker's Creek. Yeah. Regal edibles or illegal edibles?
Yeah. She gets bigger screens. I go out to well, for a lot of stuff I go out to White Hot greenhouses out in Baldwin. With my mom last week, we went to it was Hartke over in like Olivet area, which is really
That's
cool.
my friend's mom who owns that.
Yeah, that place is really nice.
It
if
is.
you want plants, you should go there. Because I found some really cool stuff there. Some really nice varieties of lavender and stuff. And but yeah, this week I bought those strawberries. I bought all this stuff from my pond.
Oh, not seeds, plants. No way I'm doing seeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did paint a nail set. I forgot to glue them on. So maybe I'll do that now because I spent the time and I painted them. They're right here. Look how cute they are. You can't really tell, but they're glittery. These two are glittery, and then these have green tips, and there's like little glitters on them too. So I might glue them on right now.
It's kind of weird looking.
You're kind of weird looking.
Well, I mean, like your tips on sticks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, yeah, the little stands, so I can, yeah. So I can paint them and walk away, so I don't have wet nail polish.
I totally understand the concept and the idea behind what it is. It's just like holding it up to seeing like fingertips on stands. Like,
Fingernails. I know whenever I posted my last one in the Discord, Geek even said he's like, Wow, you're committed, ripping your nails off just to
Yeah.
paint them. I was like, I know you're joking, but Jesus Christ, I had to get very morbid with it.
Yeah, strawberries are super easy. They're like crepes where they just like shoot out little runners and pop up more plants all over the place.
Oh yeah, I did finally work on my shrimp tank a little bit because I got a box in the mail yesterday from Steven. He sent me some member plants. And
Oh,
yeah. He gave me some guppy grass and 2 others that I don't remember. So yeah, I did clean out some of the hair algae that was in the shrimp tank. It's not looking like the best, but it looks better.
nice.
Plantaroo, yeah. I was very excited.
I almost wanted to shoot a whole video just about it. I might someday go out there and do a whole nother video about it, but when working on my pond, I took 2 trips actually out to Ponds Plus out there
That's
in
a cool
San
store.
That is a really cool store. You can see some of it in the video I posted before to the live stream about finishing up my pond. But they had some really cool stuff out there. They have a ton of tubs full of like koi and goldfish, and then they have even more tubs full of all different sorts of plants, from lilies to water irises to land irises to uh, cattails and all different stuff. They
Steven!
even had a Zola there, that cool, like flowery looking floating plant, but it was like all super red because it's outside. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I almost asked for a little bit, but I didn't because I didn't want it to like take over or anything like that.
Steven,
But
I was just talking about the plants that you sent me. Thank you.
yay! Yep. What's up, Steven? But yeah, really, really cool place. They had a couple fish tanks set up inside, which I thought was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I love my Japanese iris. I've introduced another type of iris in there, which was a blue one, uh, called like a Concord iris or something.
Yeah, irises around our town have been popping up and blooming really, really pretty.
Yeah, I've really fallen in love with irises. I don't remember ever noticing them or seeing them before I bought this house, and all of a sudden I had this flower in my backyard. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. What is that? And it's like, it's an iris. And so then all of a sudden, like this past year, year before that, I've just been seeing iris all over the place, and I've just been buying more because I freaking love them. They're awesome. They're like alien flowers. It's like it's not like one standard flower. It's like 3 flowers mixed in one, and
Yeah,
really
Bacopa Sunset, that was one of them. That was one of them. It was guppy grass, which by the way, I put it in the tank and about 50 little duckweed leaves like came out of it out of nowhere. I didn't see it at all whenever I was looking at it, and then as soon as it hit the water, they just psh, and I was like, "Dang it, Steven!"
the bonus duckweed.
Bonus duckweed.
Yep.
I mentioned it in his stream last night, and Crown Tail gave me some shit. He's like, Gina, how many times do we have to say it? Quarantine your stuff. And I'm like, I know. I'll learn one of these days.
It's Ponds Plus is on like that border between like St. Charles and St. Peter's down Highway 94. Like literally right off. If you take like 70 to 94 and you just start going west and
yeah, Hydrophila polysperma sunset. Yeah, that's what I got.
Hygrophila polysperma sunset.
Yeah, that. It's pretty cool.
Oh. I have irises in my bedroom, my bedspread, and my switchblades.
Nathan, if you're listening, you should bring me my purse. You should bring me my backpack because my nail glue is in there. I don't have my nail glue. Of course, is I missed the R. Hydrophila.
Chat with Mike B. What's up, Mike?
Mike B. Hygrophila? I don't know. Hygrophila. I'm sorry. I don't know where any of the accents go. I am winging it.
Yeah. I still have to find a cool piece of wood to put into my pod. I never took a trip down to like the river or anything like that. The car that I have, I didn't realize it when I first like was buying the car, but after I bought the car, when I got home and I was trying to move the temporary tag from the window to down where the license plate area actually is, because I have a small back window and it was like blocking like half the view. I realized the button to open the trunk is like broken and not there. So there's no way to open the trunk from the outside of the car. I have to actually like climb into the back, open the back seat from the back door, and I pull the back seat down, and then like climb in and like use the key to like reach through the like little like safety lock thing and like push it open from the inside, or have
that's obnoxious.
Lift it open after I unlock it that way too. Yeah, it is obnoxious. Apparently the part's not that expensive, and I can just take it somewhere and have them put it in, and be no problem. But I just don't feel like necessarily doing that. But,
my God. Do you want to hear about my little mishap adventure getting to freaking work yesterday? I am still mad about it. So, I was asked to run to the Alton, Illinois store to go pick up a Pac-Man frog because we sold all of ours and we have a visit this coming up week, and they hate it when we have empty tanks or empty habitats. And Alton had an extra Pac-Man frog. So I get in the car and I realize, I only have like 74 miles left in my gas tank. I need to stop for gas. So I go to Quick Trip. I fill up. I go to get back in my car, and my key fob wasn't working to unlock the car. I'm holding my wallet, luckily, but that's where my phone was. That's where, like, my purse is in my car locked. So I go inside and I ask him, I was like, hey, my key fob stopped working and I can't get in my car. Do you have a phone so I can call somebody? And they give me their phone. I call my mom, and of course, my mom doesn't answer strange phone numbers. So I had to call her like 10 times for her to realize that, hey, I should probably pick up this phone call.
Yep.
So she picks up, and then she's like, oh, well, I just got in my neighborhood. I'll turn around. I'll head that way. I'm like, cool. I'm going to go wait out, stand by my car, I guess. I go out, I hit the key fob, and it works. So I call her right back from my cell phone. I'm like, hey, it worked, so I'm good. But thank you. So I go to Alton, pick up the Pac-Man frog. I'm on my way back to my store, and literally, like, right the last little bit of highway before I get off in the area, somebody in front of me kicks up a rock and literally chips my front windshield. Like, bad. Like, bad. So yeah, now we have to, and it's already like, I just looked at it on my way home today. The crack is already spread. So yeah, now the windshield probably has to be replaced. So I'm just like, and I called. Okay, so I normally I had Tuesday, Thursday scheduled off. Wednesday was the worst of my allergies, so I actually called in sick, which was the first. Like, I never call in sick. So Friday, yesterday, was my first day back from being off for 3 days in a row, being sick. So when that chip happened, I told my boss, I was like, I almost called you right then, just to be like, the universe is telling me to go the fuck back home. Like, I'm about to just turn around and go home at this point. But I didn't. I pushed through. My work shift ended up being fine. It's just I was coughing and stuffed up and blowing my nose every 5 minutes. It was just frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just a day.
That sounds.
But today was better.
Yeah. I was supposed to get my windows tinted today, but I went down to the place where I was supposed to go, and then I don't remember what he said. Something like the tinting machine cutter thing or whatever is broken, or the guy's not there, or whatever else, or something to where they couldn't tint my windows. So I'm going to go to a different location next Saturday, and then apparently they'll have my appointment set up there. So hopefully
Yeah.
that works. But because I didn't go do that, I had plenty of time to get that video edited and get the video put out before the live stream today. But yeah, the Pac-Man frog reminded me. Yeah, for you guys that haven't seen the video yet, one of the cool things that they do out there at Ponds Plus is with any purchase you make, whether it be plants, snails, fish, whatever, you can grab 3 free bullfrog tadpoles, and so 3 bullfrog tadpoles for free. So it's really really cool. So I got some bullfrog tadpoles.
Aw.
Now, so I have 5 little goldfish and I have 3 bullfrog tadpoles in there. The 3 bullfrog tadpoles are all in various stages, which is pretty cool too. I have one that like the tail's really small, so it's just like really close to like freshly hatched, still developing its swim tail. And then I have one that's small but has its full tail. And then I have one that's a little bit larger, just has the bumps starting on the back where it's going to develop its legs like really soon. So that's pretty cool because even if I only get one to just grow to like full size, it would be cool to have a bullfrog hanging around like all the time.
Yeah. Thank you,
Because
Salient.
they like emerge from is where they're gonna stay for their entire life, unless they find a better pond. But I don't think they really have it. I think bullfrogs stay where they're at. So, yeah.
I've thought about growing loofahs, but don't you have to like let them dry for a long time before you can?
So with loofah gourd, I was getting to that. I was getting to that. So yeah, loofah gourd. I've never grown loofah gourd. I have had friends that have grown loofah gourd. My sister never grew loofah, I don't think, but she's thought about it. But loofah gourd, it goes, it vines out like crazy. You need a really, really strong trellis. I recommend like an A-frame type or something like that because then the loofahs will automatically start growing inside and it's easy to grab them. But you want a really, really strong trellis that you can walk under. That's the best way to grow loofah gourd. And then you can grow it for 2 different reasons, actually. If you get it when it's small and you harvest it before it's like an inch and a half, if you get it when it's about an inch thick all the way around, you can eat it. You just treat it like a squash or cucumber or some other type of gourd. You can cook it in different ways. But then also, if you want to actually use it as a sponge, then yeah, you want it to grow all the way. You want to leave it on the vine until it's, completely yellow. Some of it will start to turn brown, but once it's all at least completely yellow and big and just all like that, then you harvest it and you can peel the skin off pretty easily and then just like shake all the seeds out and boil it and shake more of the seeds out and boil it again. And shake more of the seeds out. You can do all that to treat it and turn it into a sponge if you want to. But then all of a sudden you have like this whole room full of freaking loofah sponge, and you don't know what to do with it. So you just like start giving it to everybody, and yeah, it can take over. So
yeah,
what's
sponges
up?
for everybody.
How you doing, Melvin?
Hi, Melvin.
But yep, you can make sponges. You can kind of cut it and spread it out and make like kind of almost more like a washcloth sort of deal. You can make like little micro sponges to like use to like clean dishes and stuff. There's a lot of different stuff you can do with it.
Lady Dan said I'm waiting for nails. That's what Nathan just brought in my backpack, so I got my nail glue. I got one on. I got one.
One thing that is nice about this bigger chair is that it also has a bigger spot to where Tundra feels more comfortable hopping up and chilling on my lap. She doesn't just sit there and scratch at my leg anymore.
Oh, nice. I don't think I like this pink. Oh, well. What's done is done.
I thought I saw green.
Well, the base of the nail is pink because it's supposed to look like a manicure, like a faded ombre manicure, and I don't think I like that pink. Doesn't match my skin tone very nice. It's one of those more translucent shades, so I probably just shouldn't have put as many layers on as I did. So it was a little bit more transparent rather than opaque. But oh well, what's done is done.
Yeah. You weren't like looking at it on your hand as well, so you didn't
right.
Really
yeah, it's just like a lighter pink than what so the camera it looks fine, but it is like you can kind of tell there from my fingertip that it's just not quite flesh tone, but it'll be fine. It's sparkly, that's what matters.
Well, it's not supposed to be flesh tone.
Kinda.
But see, yeah, that's like that color pink with the green tips or whatever. Seeing that on the finger stand or whatever, that's what was like messing with me, and all that. I was like seeing like full fingertips, like
yeah. So now I got two. I got two now.
Nice.
Today I was leaving work, and you know that storm that slapped us right about 4:00. So I was worried. I was like, of course it would storm right before I have to leave for work. 5:00 came around, I clocked out, and I was like, maybe I should hang out for a little bit. I checked radar. I'm like, well, it's supposed to be stopping at any time, and I stayed for a few more minutes, and it wasn't letting up. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go out there. So I go out there, try to cover my glasses as best I can. Get out to my car. As soon as I get in my car, it stops. I'm like, of course it does. Of course it does. Because that's just my life. That's my life at this point. Of course it did.
Man. Oh yeah. I had that same sort of thing happen to me once. Like, not exactly the same, but I'm working with Schwann's, right? Okay. Driving my truck around, going customer to customer. One of my like second to last customers, right? I'm just trying to get this day over with, trying to like beat the storm that's coming in. I'm unable to completely beat the storm. I'm pulling up to my last customer's house, and it just starts pouring rain. And I'm just like, maybe if I just hang out for a second or two, it'll calm down. And so I just kind of sat for like 30 seconds. And I'm just like, start thinking to myself, well, what if I just keep sitting here and it doesn't slow down and I'm just sitting here for no reason?
Right.
So I'm like, well, whatever, screw it. So I get out and I go up to the customer's porch and I get as close to the house as I can to kind of go underneath this little bit of like an awning thing that they have, and I like ring the doorbell, and then I can kind of hear something. She opens the garage so that we can go talk in the garage and all that. So you go in there and talk in the garage. I'm already like pretty much soaked at this point, and so I get her order, and I'm just like looking out there, and she's like, "You can get it for me next time if you want. You don't have to get it." I'm like, "No, don't worry about it. I got it." And I'm just looking, and it's still pouring rain. And so I get there, and I'm grabbing her order, and I'm just getting completely drenched. And I'm even like using one of my legs for support, not realizing that as I have the door open, water's just like pouring off the truck right onto my leg, just like a waterfall.
Classic.
I'm just getting completely soaked, and I give her her food, completely drenched, hop back in the truck, and I start driving to my next customer, and the rain stops.
And it stops. Yep.
I'm like, son of.
Yep.
Because I was completely drenched. Luckily, I didn't even have my phone in my pocket. I always like just keep it in the truck so I don't get distracted in case somebody calls me. I just have that one-on-one with my customers.
Yeah.
But man, stoked.
Hi. Yeah, Sabrina's laughing because she saw me. I was like hanging out for a minute, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
I'm thinking of ordering a pair of Congo Chromas Dimmy Diet.
Are those Congo Tetras? Congo Chromis?
I think so.
Do it. If they're Congo Tetras, then do it. Geek boy, I'm gluing my fingernails back on, Geek. I've ripped them off to paint them again.
Oh, no.
Gluing them back on.
Oh, okay, so they're a type of cichlid.
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me about cichlids.
Yeah, so it's a dwarf cichlid.
Oh.
So it's like this a cichlid genus or whatever type. I believe in general it is. So, yeah. No, I definitely don't have any experience with these. Let me go ahead and show some images for the people that are curious.
We like images. I feel like most of us are visual people.
Looking at these guys, I would say, in general, treat them like Crebensis, any other type of like dwarf cichlid.
Oh, yeah.
They look like they probably are spawning type, like nesters, like that they would make like a little ditch and like legs there. I'm not sure what type of parents they are. They definitely don't look like a mouth brooding cichlid. The mouth isn't big enough like that type. But yeah, I would say probably treat them like Crebensis if you've ever raised Crebensis, or if you want to look up, videos on how to take care of Crebensis, because there might not be specific videos for this actual species of fish, because I've never heard of this one before, the Congo Chromis. But yeah, it's a dwarf cichlid in the Congo, obviously, I would guess. Really nice color. Looks like a little bit of purpley blue on some of the fins. Nice red on the males. I would guess the male, and then probably the females are more like yellowy, stuff like that. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not going to pretend to know. I have no idea.
No idea.
No idea. I'm just here.
I would guess that would be a male.
It does look Crebensis-esque. I can agree on that. That's probably a female. Just judging from that belly.
Oh. Those are like striped in a different way. I wonder if they get unlike that when they're little babies. I don't know. Some of these might just that's a different fish. That's a 7A, not a Timidiatus.
I believe they're similar to the transvestite. I don't know. They often prefer low pH for the eggs that develop okay. One hand is done.
Transvestitis.
Just like that. Bing bong nails.
Nice.
Yeah. They're cute. I think I painted them on Wednesday. During who was it? Aquafunk, and who was right before Aquafunk? Oh, it was Garcia.
Oh, nice.
I was watching Garcia's stream, and then when Garcia ended, I hopped over to Funk. Funkaroni and cheese.
Friggin' Wednesday was the day that was like hardest on me as far as like working on the pond, going like in and out and moving all those different rocks and the back and forth and then moving the liner and all that stuff. I was just like nonstop going because I was just motivated to get it done. And by the time I like got everything where it needed to be and like took a second to like look it over and like rest or whatever, like I was like about to pass out.
That's no bueno.
Yeah, I mean I was fine. I recovered and went inside and drank some water and all that stuff. But yeah, that's just like the type of person I am, like from like cross country and all that stuff, and the military as well. Like I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done, and when I'm done is when I realize that I'm tired.
And so stop when you pass out. Break time is when you pass out.
No. It's like my body won't pass out until I allow it, and then it's like, okay, you're done. Oh, all right. Pass out. Shut down. I got zebra cara. I just can't get the pH low enough for breeding. Well, if you go out to Ponds Plus, they have just like bags of peat moss, and they also have like barley. They have all that different stuff that you can buy. That's the only place that I've seen it specifically like labeled in a bag as just that. And so that'd be a good way to, treat the water and get the pH lower without like, just throwing actual acid into there, which you can do, but I wouldn't recommend, using vinegar or anything like that to drop the pH that way. But yeah, like getting like a big old basin of water like that you pretty much already have or something like that. You can just get another one, put a bunch of like peat moss in there and some other stuff to help lower the pH.
E. A friend of mine used dry alder cones and a closed net. Oh my god. Thank you. Closed net to lower pH. And a tank. I might go for that. Huh.
And like a mesh bag, I guess is what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Alder cones, biggest things, lots of botanicals. You just have to like treat it beforehand and have it sit for a while and have the pH like drop before you even like load it in there.
Oh, I know some people don't like to shop at Petco, but the new sale ad is starting tomorrow. All koi are going to be on sale. Plants, I think, are buy something, get a certain percent off. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. I should have taken pictures of all the sale things. Shrimp are buy one get one half off. All freshwater shrimp.
Yep, nice.
And then all the new Imagitarium plant and shrimp items are going to be on sale, which includes some botanicals, some catappa leaves and bark.
Nice. I think Pet Supplies Plus all the fish and plants are 20% off until like the 22nd or something like that.
Something is buy one get one half off besides the shrimp, or maybe it's buy two. I don't remember. I'm so sorry, but just
Lots of
they're
good
going
sales.
on sale.
You know, lots of fish related sales because they know that
A lot of animal sales too.
time. So yeah, lots of just general animal sales. And then pond sales, especially.
Yeah, the koi is a big thing.
That. Yeah.
A lot of reptiles are going on
get
sale.
some koi. Probably, I think like 3 maybe. I don't know. I got 3 bullfrog tadpoles and I have 5 little comet goldfish in there right now. I got 3 that are solid white and 1 that is white, but all of his fins are orange and he's got a little orange mustache. So hopefully he stays like that. I know a lot of times the goldfish with multiple colors that you buy in the little feeders, they just fade to like solid orange over time. So hopefully he stays like that. And then there's another one that's solid white but has a little bit of black on the back of the tail fin. So
nice.
Hopefully he stays like that too because he's really cool.
I once had a fantail goldfish, an orange one that had a black mustache, and it was not a Hitler stash. It was more like a French mustache. It was thin and long. I called him Mustachio.
Yeah, nice.
Mustachio. That was his name.
Nice. Yeah, the fish are not comfortable right now. They've only been in there, since this morning, because I wasn't originally going to get fish yet. I was going to go get my windows tinted in my car, and then after that, go home and start editing the video because I had already had one ending already planned out and already filmed. And then but after not finding out that I couldn't get my windows tinted today, that nobody was available, at least there, without looking up someplace else. But then I would have had to forfeit my deposit that I already placed. I just go and grab a couple goldfish and throw them in the pond too, and film a different ending. So, yeah. But I have 5 goldfish right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more. Because I want to do, I think, maybe 3 koi. Do like all white koi as well. And then have all of them. Because since they have a nice light color and the entire pond is like a nice light color, the fish kind of have the ability to kind of camouflage themselves. But, when they're moving, you can see them pretty easily. But these little bitty guys, if they just sit there still at the bottom, it's like, so where are my fish? It's kind of funny because one of my coworkers, since I was off 3 days this week, one of my coworkers was covering my route today on a Saturday. And since I'm my own customer, he just literally was going to mess with me or whatever. And he looked up my name and found my address and came up and he was like, hi. And so I just talked to him for a few minutes and showed him my pond and stuff. And I was trying to show him the goldfish, and sure as hell I couldn't see him at all.
Aw.
Like, oh, they're like hiding in the plants or something or whatever. My bad, man. They're teeny tiny. So
They're just little babies.
yeah.
That's funny. All right. Oh, I got one more nail left, and I'll be done. Oh, it's my headphones. I'm like, what is this one hair? Nope, it's my headphones.
Yep.
But yeah,
Man,
I do have Mind the Gap that we can play.
yeah, finally get.
The
Oh yeah,
trivia game.
that's the generational trivia game. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Um, but yeah, one of the best things though, though I am sad that all my hair is gone, it is really nice to not have to deal with all that.
Isn't it so
And
much cooler?
well, yeah, like putting my head on stuff, like I feel like that direct like skin to leather contact or whatever in the back of my head to where it's like immediately cools the back of my head.
Yes.
Which you don't get when your back of your head is full of hair. And friggin' just getting the wind and being able to feel that's really nice. But the best part was, since I did it right before I started working on all my ponds, I didn't have my hair going all everywhere while I'm sweating and working on my pond, getting stuck in my mouth and my hair and my ears and everywhere, just getting hair like this. I didn't have any of that.
Yep.
It was just keep working, use my shirt to wipe the sweat off every now and then and keep at it. And that was just so great. It's been like 9 years since I had hair this short, and it is really nice. But I do like long hair, and I like the way I look with long hair, and I want to grow my hair back out, so I'm going to grow my hair back out.
Yeah.
But I also want to see how much longer I can get it, because that was the longest I ever got my hair to this point. First time I grew my hair out like really long in high school, I got it just about shoulder length, and then I joined the military and cut it all off. After I got out of the military, I grew it out and I got it just about here or so, and then I cut it all off. And then this last time I got it, right about, down here, and then cut it all off. So let's see how long I can get it this time. I don't plan to donate it again. Like this time, I'm just gonna keep growing it out until I start balding, and we'll see how long I can get my hair to go.
Yeah. I just realized there's a big old bump right in the middle of this nail. I have to file it in the polish. That sucks. Anyway, nails are done. Woo!
30 to 50 honor cones and 40 gallon turns mastitis tank. Yeah. Nice.
Thanks. They're all done.
You gotta use too many botanicals that you want to use in the tank. Like, you gotta think where these fish are from. Like, there is like sludge growing on everything that is like 2 inches thick. There's just leaf matter and woods and decaying stuff everywhere that's like 3 inches thick. Like, if you were to create that exact environment in a 10-gallon tank, you'd only have like 3 gallons of water in there, and the rest would be full of plant matter and everything else. So, like, you have to get the water pre-treated and dropped down to a super low pH by using an exceptional amount of botanicals that like in a big old trash can, and just create like a compost in with water and like, yeah.
All right, what generation are we doing? What generation are we starting with?
Well, since we should do our own generation, I guess.
Millennials? All right. Bing bong, got it.
Millennial trivia.
Queen Gina in the house. Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. They're very cute. Oh, thank you.
Oh, wait, did I get in there? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
It's all good.
All right, I pulled from the middle, so hopefully I didn't get any from the last time we did this.
I donated my hair to Wigs for Kids, and now I'm going to grow it all out again. The only reason I cut it was because I had been planning on cutting it for like 6 or 7 out of the 9 years that I've been growing it out. And I always planned on cutting it in the great cut of 2024. And then all of a sudden, it just was here. So I'm like, oh crap, it's time to cut my hair and donate it. So I did it. But all right, let's do some millennial trivia because it's birthday and we're millennials.
We're going to have fun. All right, so TV film. Oh, I know this one. In what 1993 Disney movie were the Sanderson sisters resurrected by a virgin lighting the black flame candle on Halloween?
I know this one.
I know this one.
Had a little bit of time.
I love watching this movie. This is one of my I have to watch during the Halloween season. This is one of my movies that I have to watch.
I don't have any like video or whatever to show it, or like I don't know the right music to pick for like just a short thing.
I still believe Danny. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
His friend's brother. No, see, here's the thing: is I do have a brother, and when we were younger, people thought we were twins, even though I'm 2 years older. Now that we are in our 30s, people think my younger brother is older than I am. But up until now, we both had long hair. My brother still has long hair. His is dark brown. My hair, I still consider it blonde. I was born with golden blonde hair, like already semi-long hair. I was born with the hair of Thor. It was beautiful.
Thank you, Ian.
Now it's like faded and gotten darker and darker. Same thing happened to my dad, but with my dad it was more drastic because he got cancer. So his hair, all of his like lighter brown blondish hair fell out, and when it grew back it was dark brown.
You know what's funny?
My brother's hair is also like kind of wavy, curly naturally, and mine is super straight.
My sister's the same way. When we were kids, people always thought we were twins, and now she's the younger one. She looks old. People think that she's the older of the two of us, and I'm like, nope. How much older is the younger brother?
Your brother that looks older. Yeah, he's 2 years younger than I am. But yeah, people don't necessarily guess our ages. They just like think if he's older. But it's kind of funny.
So far, Steven's the only one who got it right. He's also the only one who guessed. But yeah, Hocus Pocus.
It is Hocus Pocus.
It is Hocus Pocus. The hokiest of the pokiest.
Atkins, what's up, Ian?
If a person needed to do something for the gram, what did they need to do?
Take a selfie or whatever, or post it on Instagram. I don't know how to answer that question. I guess I'm not millennial enough.
So yeah, you're right. The answer is take a picture, because Instagram used to be only photos.
Right.
Yeah. If a person needed to do something for the gram, what did they need to do?
Yeah, so
do it for the gram. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of food pics. Yeah. You need to take a picture.
Looks just like my brother. I'll be calling him Robert from now on. That's funny because my dad always called me as a nickname. My dad always called me Danny Joe Jim Bob. So I always joked that when I got old enough, I was going to legally change my name to Daniel Joseph James Robert Weshy, but I never did that. Sometimes my family still kind of talks about it like an inside joke and stuff like that. And one of my friends in high school, like, added a whole bunch of extra stuff onto my last name to make it sound like super long too. So he always called me Daniel Joseph James Robert McWeshy Steinberger Smith Johnsonston the Fourth, and that's like
Yep. Oh,
crazy.
Graham, that's not what I thought you said. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm still a little stuffy. Sorry if I mispronounced something. There was some at we were at work yesterday, and I don't know if I knocked into something or I misheard my boss whenever he asked me to pass something, but I was like, "Oh yeah, sorry." And then I stopped and I'm like, "Why did I just turn Canadian?" Yeah, why did I just turn Canadian? So that's been the inside joke all day. Is "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "You know what? I don't know why I suddenly turned Canadian." My R just caught in my mouth. I don't know. Okay. Number 3 is music. What was the name of the traveling festivals led by female artists in the late 1990s, developed by Sarah McLachlan? I never actually heard of this.
Yeah, me either, because it probably wasn't very good.
What is the name of the traveling festivals led by female artists in the late 1990s, developed by Sarah McLachlan? Yep, that's it.
Oh, I know Lilith. I've heard of yeah.
Well, Lilith Fair, but yeah.
Huh.
James, hello. But yeah, close enough. Benjamin got it. All right, headlines.
Headlines.
All right. What 2 famous female ice skaters were involved in the Whack Herd Round the World in 1994?
I don't know their names, but I've heard this story, and I can picture the pictures of the old blonde and brunette lady with their curly bangs and stuff, but I do not know their names. I'm terrible with names.
Anybody?
There
There
it
it is. Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan.
Good job, Steven. You win 10 points that don't matter.
All right, slang/slogans. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie were the first ones to have a couple's name. What was it?
I was just gonna say it, but let's get chat.
Delay. Yep, delay. Let the chat delay. Nathan, if you're listening, you should bring me the tissues. I forgot to grab the box of tissues. I need to blow my nose. Don't worry, I'll mute my microphone so y'all don't have to hear that. Yeah, Steven got it. Is that what you were gonna say? And Nano. Sorry, Nano got it first. Brangelina.
I thought it was Brangelina. I guess I would have been technically wrong.
Brangelina.
Brangelina.
Yep. Nathan was listening. Oh my god, thank you. I love you. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, that was their movie. All right, BRB. I got to blow my nose.
Make sure you mute it. Oh, yeah. Hide your face, too. We don't need to see any of that. Yep. So, yeah, I thought it was Brangelina. Yeah. Nope, I'm terrible at games. Well, these are millennial questions here, Diane. If we were asking more like Gen X or what's the other questions they have on there? You'd probably be a little bit better at them. These questions are literally based towards my generations.
All right. Do we want to do one more millennial card and then we'll move over to Gen X?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Okay. One more millennial card.
To kick our ass.
All right. TV film.
Boomers are people too.
Is Lady Diana Boomer or is she Gen X?
She technically is, yeah.
Oh. In the movie Speed, what actor and actresses drove the bus that would blow up if he dropped it below 50 miles per hour?
Wait, read that again? I've heard this before.
In the movie Speed, what actor and actress drove the bus that would blow up if it dropped below 50 miles per hour? The actor and the actress.
Yeah. No idea. I've seen Speed like once, and I don't remember. No.
Yeah, Steven's killing it. And Nano got it. And John Wick.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
You know what's so funny is I just recently, I think it was yesterday, I saw a little clip about Keanu Reeves and how great of a guy he is and all that stuff. And you're like, oh yeah, and movies that he's like, big movies that he's known for, John Wick. There was another one from his earlier time. Oh, The Matrix. And I'm like, nobody mentions Constantine anymore. Like, am I just crazy? Wasn't Constantine like a huge one? When we were younger?
I think Constantine was a good movie, but I don't think that movie was ever as big as like other movies were. Didn't that movie come out around the same time as the first Hellboy and some of the other things that were going on? I think there was just some other movies that really just outshined it to where Constantine didn't get the notoriety that it's due.
I don't know. Maybe just all the girls in my school were going nuts for it, and that's why I thought it was bigger than it was.
I think Constantine was a really good movie, though.
Yeah.
I watched it way later than when it came out. Because when that came out, like I was still pretty young and kind of semi-sheltered or whatever. And didn't see movies at anything along those lines. But I did, about 10 years later, I watched that movie and I thought it was a good movie then. So, but yeah, the Underworld series, all those movies are pretty cool. But yeah, Point Break was a good one too. He was a solid surfer dude on that one. Draw by Keanu Reeves.
All right, next is going to be pop culture. This all-in-one organizer was used by most 80s and 90s kids and included folders, pencil pouch, and a list of measurement conversions no one used.
It's a Trapper Keeper.
It is a Trapper Keeper. You didn't wait for chat, sir.
No, I didn't. We're also supposed to be moving on to Boomer stuff.
Well, no, we said we were going to go through one more card.
Oh.
Yeah, Trapper Keeper.
Yeah. Okay, now Gen X stuff.
Are we? I said one more card. We still got 3 more questions on here.
Oh.
I meant the whole card.
Oh, I thought each card had all the generational stuff on there.
No, it's all the categories. So this is the millennial card, but has all the categories on it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah. So next is music. What band released the albums Achtung Baby and All That You Can't Leave Behind?
I have no idea.
You want me to type it out?
Yeah.
Achtung Baby, which is German. And All That You Can't Leave Behind. Oh gosh.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's you two.
Ah.
Oh, I put an extra U at the beginning. Yeah, it was you two. All right, headlines.
And
What space shuttle was on its 28th mission? Or no, sorry. What space shuttle on its 28th mission broke up on re-entry, killing all 7 crew members in 2003? You have to spit when you say it.
Achtung.
Achtung. Achtung.
Achtung. I'm thinking.
It was not Discover.
No, it was the Apollo 18, wasn't it?
Nope. What space shuttle on its 28th mission broke up on re-entry, killing all 7 crew members in 2003? Stephen White got it. Columbia.
I thought it was about you were going to see Stephen P. The Challenger. I remember the Challenger mission too. I don't remember anything called the Columbia. That's interesting.
That's because it burned up on re-entry.
I remember the Challenger. I remember all the different Apollos and all, but I don't remember Columbia. Wow.
All right. Slang/slogans. Money was sometimes referred to as what type of cheese?
Stanky cheese.
No, not stanky cheese.
Big stanky cheese.
I don't know if I would have remembered this. But, yeah.
Oh, no, it's
cheddar.
Yeah.
Cheddar. Yeah.
Bring me some cheddar. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Green cheese. Yeah.
Green cheese.
Sorry, what? Yeah, give me some cheddar. Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yep. See you later, James B. Don't worry, Lady Diane. Well, actually, we're gonna let Lady Diane choose. Do you want Gen X or do you want Boomer?
Yeah.
Lady Diane.
What do you think you'd be better at, Boomer or Gen X?
Do you want the record or do you want the cassette?
Oh, I like the record. Let's do Boomer. Boomer.
Boomer. All right.
Boomer, of course. I feel like I'd be better at the Boomer than the Gen X even, probably.
These are hard, man.
Some of these are, yeah.
And if she's a younger Boomer, some of these are go way back. All right, TV film. What actor starred as Brett Maverick on the TV show Maverick? What actor starred as Brett Maverick on the TV show Maverick?
Beats me.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not going to be able to answer most of these questions. Do.
Come on, Diane.
Nobody watched Maverick. Irrelevant. He was Rockford Files also, but I can't remember his name. Yes, James Gardner. Good job, Stephen. Stephen White. Sorry, I have to specify. There's 2 Stevens in chat right now.
Yeah.
All right. Pop culture. What powdered mix was marketed as a space-age drink because NASA astronauts used it on missions?
I know that one.
I did know that one.
Everybody should know that one. There it is.
Yeah.
Bang.
Dang.
But nothing like some good old Tang.
I grew
Tang
up with
is
Tang.
the right bit of twang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody's answering that. All right. See, we're all boomers.
Yeah, I actually knew that. All the millennials are like, dang it, I knew that one. All right. Music. Little Peggy March had a hit song that included the lyrics, I love him, I love him, I love him. Name the title. Those are some hard-hitting lyrics.
Is that from Les Miserables?
It says Little Peggy March
Oh, wait, no.
had a hit song that included the lyrics, I love him, I love him, I love him. Oh, I know what song. Name the title. Your parents are boomers. My mom is Gen X.
My parents are boomers. And I was, even though I'm
There we go. I will
millennial,
follow him.
I was
Follow him
raised
wherever he may go. That song.
drank water out the hose, was out on my bike until the street lights went off, like grew my own food and all that. So like I was raised like a Gen X, even though I was technically a millennial. My parents are different though.
I will follow him. I know that from the Babysitter's Club, I think is the movie. Yeah. Headlines. What was the name of the millionaire and pilot Howard Hughes' 200-ton plane? At the time, the world's largest.
Was it the Airbus?
No.
I don't know, the Airbus.
What was the name of millionaire and pilot Howard Hughes' 200-ton plane? At the time, the world's largest. Yeah, it is something goose.
We keep clicking.
I know. I'm sorry.
Something. The is it the Iron Goose? Or
Nope.
no, the Spruce Goose.
Goose.
Spruce.
I was just about to say it rhymes. If that helps.
Right. I forgot it was made out of wood. Yep.
Rhymes with goose. Spruce goose.
That's why it was so heavy as well, because it's made out of wood.
Something Hercules? Nope.
It's Hercules. Yeah.
Oh boy. This is a loaded question.
The game itself is played much differently. It's supposed to be played with all different generations of people, where you basically you roll the dice and it tells you what card, category, and generation to pick from or whatever.
But it's called Mind the Gap.
Yeah.
It's called Mind the Gap.
You're supposed to have teams of multi-generations, and you're all supposed to all work together to be able to answer
to get around the board. Yep.
Questions. But yeah, and we're just answering some of the questions because the one that we wanted to ask, Gina can't find.
I can't find it. I lost it. There is also a charades aspect to this game, which obviously we can't really play. At least I'm not going to. A lot of it is like dances, and things like that.
Like, what was the monkey?
Yeah, well, it was just like you pick up the card and it says do the dance called the monkey, or hum this song, and then you're supposed to hum it to your teammates, and they're supposed to guess it. So yeah.
Well, you're gonna do some of the humbling stuff.
Let's get deep. He found it.
Let's get deep.
He found it. Where was it?
On the TV stand.
Oh, on the
As soon
TV
as you mentioned it, I
stand.
just happened to look down. It was right there.
I thought it was on the coffee table. I
You
put
know,
all the other games under the coffee
Like,
table.
Jim, what are you talking about? Oh, this one right here.
He said he just happened to look down. All right,
Yeah.
last question. This is a loaded question. Y'all behave in chat.
I like questions.
Lady Dan says, "Hi, Nathan. What is a sugar daddy?" It's actually phrased very like politically correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So sugar daddy, by definition, is somebody in which gives you material things for sexual pleasure.
See, it didn't even include the sexual stuff in the answer.
Well, technically, you don't have to have the sexual pleasure on the end of it. But typically, there's the quid. There's supposed to be a pro quo attached to it, but it's not always a quid pro quo.
Stephen White. So you're not wrong, but technically you're wrong.
A caramel sucker.
Weird candy. Yeah, Geek said the same thing. Weird candy. I actually like those. Rich boyfriend. So yeah, we all know what a sugar daddy is. But the card says a wealthy man who supports a younger female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's a sugar daddy.
Pro quo attached to it.
Yeah. Some kind of exchange is made, whether it be sexual or borderline.
Or emotional. Sometimes
it's company.
Just want somebody hanging around because they like a little pretty girl next to them.
Yeah, they just want to be seen out in public with a younger girl. A little ego boost. Exactly. I know, I've heard of some sugar mamas being like that. They just want to have a date with a younger man, not necessarily the sexual favors, and that's what they pay them for. So,
yep. Ooh.
Thought it'd be the last time I saw a knife made with malachite on YouTube. Aww. All right, one more boomer card, and then we're gonna move on to Let's Get Deep.
Yep, because we only got about 20 minutes left.
Or do we just want to go over to I'd say Lady Diane doesn't seem to be very amused with this.
Let's just go over to Let's Get Deep.
Okay.
Let's Get Deep with Gina.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that you wanted me to just answer these.
Yep, so let's get deep with Gina because it's her birthday. And
it's my birthday.
She's old, so.
Well, apparently I didn't put one of the millennial cards away.
Old Tang, beautiful night.
All right. Well, I got to put all this stuff away. Yeah, so like the charades part of this game, like this says like act. You have to act something out. So you have to act out stop, drop, and roll.
Ah, yeah.
Whereas this one, dance. So you have to do the footloose dance.
Nice.
The next one would be it was upside down. Dance Vogue by Madonna. Yeah. So yeah, there is like this whole challenge card aspect too. This would be fun at the Clash. You're welcome for all the bingo players.
Because you mentioned the Clash.
Because I mentioned the Clash.
The Q-Zone Clash! Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. See, I don't know how I feel about natural stone knives. Like, I feel like
it's probably just the handle.
They are good for, some things. Like an onyx blade or arrowheads, they're great for like single use, but like they're not very rugged,
So some of these are turned a different way, and I don't remember. It's been too long since we last did this.
Oh, knife handles. Okay, yeah, but it's just a handle with the malachite. That's sweet. I would love that. A black blade with a malachite handle. That'd be sweet.
All right. Maybe I'll just open a new pack. Just because I don't remember what we already answered. Well, these are the deep questions. Oh, you know what? That's what it was.
Yeah, let's get
There's
deep.
deeper icebreakers. That's right.
Okay, so we got deep. We got icebreakers, deep, and deeper. So
Yep.
we're gonna start with deep. We're gonna do 10 minutes of deep, and then the last 10 minutes we're doing deeper, and we're going all. And Gina, you're just gonna answer these questions.
I don't need that square. All right. What was my first memory? I actually do have a first memory. Like I actively know of it. It's actually in my mom's current house. That's the house that my parents bought together whenever they were married. I remember I was sitting at the base of the stairwell and I was young. I couldn't talk yet. But I remember my older sister kind of kneeling in front of me. And I remember feeling annoyed and she kept poking me. So then I just started crying because I was like, I want her to stop and she won't. So I just started crying. And then my mom comes in from the other room. She goes, Donna, leave Gina alone. And she's like, but I wasn't. And I just was like, but I didn't speak any of this. It was all feelings. Yeah, that's my first memory.
Wow. Nice. The power of the younger sibling.
I'm studying rocks and gems this year. I'm saying a lot of knife handles. Yeah, so yeah, there are a lot of gems and stuff. That's young. I know. I mean, I was able to like sit up on my own. I wasn't like in a bounce or anything. So I was like free moving. So probably about 2 to 3.
Yeah, I have one of those weird like first memories too, where I don't think I was able to talk yet, but I know I was able to get around. Where like I just remember like climbing under this little like kind of shelf area that was like built into the cabinetry and stuff that was like built in for a microwave, and underneath was the plug where you're supposed to plug in the microwave and all that. And I just remember like poking it or like licking it or something and like shocking myself.
Oh, that's not good.
That's like my first memory. Mine was much more dangerous than yours. Yours was devious.
Yeah. Leave me alone. All right. Which of your friends would you love to have as a roommate? Well, my best friend Kelsey and I already lived together for a while after my dad kicked me out.
Let's switch it and say which of the Fish Fam people roommate.
That is a good one. Who in the Fish Fam would I love to have as a roommate? See, my mind instantly goes like, who do I not want to have to like burden? Like that's just where my mind goes. Because I'm just like constantly in the house, and some people like don't like that. When someone is just kind of like shut off in their room alone, they take offense to it. Like my first thought was like Lady Diane. I'm like, oh, what if I leave a mess and then I annoy Lady Diane? Like, what if I want to just be in my room and Lady Diane wants to talk, but I don't want to? Like, I'm a very reclusive person. And that would be the same for like, I don't know.
I'm the same as far as the reclusive side of it.
Yeah.
My dad was suggesting that, if I do, move and buy a bigger house, I can just have a roommate or 2 or 3 and have them help with my mortgage payment. I'm just like, I didn't say anything, but I'm just thinking to myself, it's like, Dad, I really enjoy living alone, and I don't want to have a bigger house and have to have other people live there with me so I can afford to have a bigger house. I just would rather stay in my little house by myself.
It's like, I like my privacy.
Yeah.
So am I, LOL. So is my daughter, so I do get it. Oh, okay, cool. Well then, okay, I guess Lady Diane. We could take turns cooking.
Oh, she's
No.
not gonna give up that kitchen.
No. Well, she would want her off days. My food's not gonna be as good as her food, but I mean, it's eatable. My food's edible.
As long as it's edible, yeah.
Your room is ready. Nathan, I'm moving in with Lady Diane. Sorry. Okay. What is a kitchen appliance you cannot function without? You can have her, Nathan. I'm gonna throw hands with you. I swear to God. Nathan.
Stephen B, the other person that's married in the friggin' fish family, like, I get this, I understand. I laugh.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. You're not supposed to let me go, Nathan. You're supposed to put up a fight. You're supposed to fight for me.
Fight for her honor, Stephen. Fight for her.
What is a kitchen appliance you cannot function without?
My
As
wife-
sad as it sounds, the microwave. Like, how American of an answer is that? The microwave.
Expensive.
She's
I was
expensive.
gonna
I-
say the kitchen
I am.
appliance that Nathan can't live without is Gina.
Oh my God. I am expensive. Coffee pot's another good one.
I can't live without my coffee pot because I make better coffee than.
But
going anywhere.
honestly, like, if I had to, I could. Do not say microwave. Oh my God. I know. Like I said, I am
Air
converting.
fryer.
Yeah,
The air
I am trying to convert to the air fryer. But we meal prep and we put them in like the little plastic containers. You can't air fry that. Like, as sad as it is, it's a microwave. I am trying to convert to the air fryer.
So what you do is you buy those little Pyrex glass things, and those
Yeah.
are air fryable.
Oh, the refrigerator. That is an appliance, isn't it?
Yeah.
The refrigerator. Okay, refrigerator freezer combo. I changed my answer. Steven.
Yeah. Because
thank
I
you.
mean, with your meal prep stuff, you do technically cook that before.
Yep.
So without your freezer, you wouldn't be able to store that, and
Right.
you just eat it cold. You don't have to heat it back up.
Right, that is true. Yeah, refrigerator / freezer. I always
Yeah.
forget that that's a kitchen appliance.
It is a kitchen appliance that we can all not really live without
Yeah.
in this day and age. I wish I had one of those super old, like 1950s refrigerators, though, that were
Yeah.
made out of metal and had all these special gadgets and stuff that were actually functional.
Right.
And stay cold. And you can freaking hop inside and actually survive a nuclear blast. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw like an old commercial for one of those refrigerators, and yeah, like how there was like compartments that can come in and out, and then had like a lazy Susan built in.
All the way out.
Yeah.
You don't have to reach behind stuff and everything. It's like you don't have that sort of functionality in refrigerators anymore.
Nope.
And everything's all made out of plastic and it's cheap and just breaks on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Built-ins should not count. Mine's not a built-in.
Not everything comes with the refrigerator nowadays, Diane.
I'm gonna skip this because I don't think I have an answer. It's what movie made the biggest impact? What movie made the biggest impression on you? I don't really have an answer for that.
Yeah.
Try moving it. Okay, I'll move it. It just slides. It's just we actually had to cut our cabinet to put our refrigerator in, the top cabinet. Just the base, like the decorative little trimming parts, we had to cut those to get our refrigerator in.
Star Wars for the movie. I think probably one of the best movies out there in general that made like a really good impression on me, and that I saw for the first time in like the perfect point of my life is the movie Epic. It's a DreamWorks movie. Like it's a computer CGI movie about like I don't know. It's really good. You guys gotta look it up. The way that it connects with me isn't gonna necessarily make any sense to anybody else, but
Is it the two brothers?
No, it's about like a dad and his daughter, and basically like the dad lost his wife, well his ex-wife, I guess, and so like now his daughter is like who's been like away from him for a long time is now come to move in with him, and
yeah, I have seen it. Yeah,
so he's just like super focused on these like little fairies and stuff that he thinks are living out in the world in his garden and all that stuff. And everybody thinks he's crazy. Even his daughter thinks he's crazy. And basically some magic thing happens and she ends up shrinking down and becoming part of the little fairy world. And so then she believes her dad and has to rescue the fairy world and all this stuff. And it's just this really cool story about, the fight between good and evil. And they kind of use a metaphor of life and death and the growing of plants and how the little fairy people have to like help life continue to grow every single day. Is like this battle for the life of the forest against the rot and decay and the evil, spirits and stuff like that. It's a really, really cool movie. So check it out if you haven't seen it. I hope I didn't necessarily spoil it too much if you haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to move to deeper.
Yeah. All right. Less than 10 minutes left. Let's do some deeper stuff. Sound of Music, because it's the first movie I ever saw in the theater. Nice.
Let me open the new pack because I don't know if we've gone through all of these. Putting my new nails to work.
Nice.
Oh my god, just open.
Grandfather was a projectionist. That's really cool.
Okay.
All the cool stuff they had to do back in the day. Stuff that was, job.
Was there ever a time you felt like you were losing your mind?
Ooh.
There was a point back when I worked at the cookie store where I got really depressed and overwhelmed just by the world. My breaking point was that every year with Medicaid, for my son, we had to like refill out a form affirming that, yeah, I want to keep the same coverage, and then you had to send it in. Well, apparently I missed the deadline for sending that in, so his Medicaid actually like stopped. And he went to like a nurse ran daycare, so that meant he couldn't go to daycare, so that meant I couldn't go to work and go to school at the time. And I just like cracked, and I did not leave my room for like a month. Because I told work, I'm like, I can't go to work, I don't have childcare. And it took that month for Medicaid to like get reinstated. So that was probably the closest I got to losing my mind.
Man, yeah. Yeah.
Shut up, Nathan. You don't know me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have multiple knives sitting at my desk right now. I don't know what you mean. Actually, I only have 3. Your voice is cracking. That must have been awful. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you made it through that. You know, it's battles and struggles of, a single mother of a child with special needs, and
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
you're a strong and awesome person. The stuff that you've been through has,
Thank you.
made you stronger and made you who you are today. So it's cool that we can, kind of learn that about you.
Yeah.
What's another
Um,
deeper one that we got here? We got time for one more, I think.
have you ever sworn an oath? I have not. That's kind of a weird question. And for what?
I don't think most people have sworn an oath. Maybe made like a stupid swears and stuff like that, but I feel like unless you were in the military or came from a culture much different than we have in the Western society, that I don't think most people have sworn an oath. So
Yeah, I mean, we all always say like, "Oh, I swear to God," like I swear, but I don't think anybody actually really means it.
no.
I mean, technically, marriage is, and Nathan and I aren't married, so that still stands strong.
That's a certain oath of I guess, yeah. All right. Well, I guess we got time for one more since you didn't really do much of an oath.
If you knew a friend was being cheated on, what would you do? That's a good question. I think it depends on if I'm close to the friend's partner. Like, are they integrated in our friend group?
Like, are you all friends with the person doing the cheating?
When you testify, Gina gonna cut someone. Yeah, so if I was close enough to the partner, none of your damn business. Yeah, it depends on the level of friendship. It depends. So if I'm close to say it's like say the boy, like they've been dating a while and the boyfriend is part of the friend group, kind of like he could come hang out with us on his own without the friend and it would be perfectly normal. Then I'm going after him. I'm going straight to him and be like, what the fuck are you doing? If I'm not close to, and then obviously, like, depending on how that interaction goes, then immediately go to the friend. But yeah, I would definitely try to solve it. That way, if I'm not close to that person, yeah, just immediately tell the friend and let them decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I actually had this happen to me one time where one of my friends, he's sadly not really one of my friends anymore. We just kind of lost contact over the time and some different stuff happened. But he used to be a really, really good friend of mine, and he was dating this girl, and they, were dating for probably about a year and a half and had some different, kind of things happen here and there, whatever. But at some point, she started kind of messaging me some stuff. And at that same point, she was also messaging a bunch of other guys some stuff. So I just straight up, like, when I worked with him too, and I was just like, the next day I saw him at work, like, I felt really uncomfortable. I didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know if he was going to be mad at me because of, she was kind of trying to interact with me and stuff too. Like, I didn't know how he was going to react, but I was just like, dude, like, I just feel like I have to tell you that, like, she's trying to like move things forward with me and do other stuff or whatever else. Like she's like, I don't know if she's actively cheating on you, but she's trying to cheat on you. So
Yeah.
and it's just like I don't really know how to react right now, but just thank you for telling me. And we just kind of went on about our day and went back to work and stuff.
So yeah, this is kind of sort of related. Have any of your friends been in a relationship that you didn't like or approve of? Yeah, and I tell them. Like I straight tell them. I won't say it in front of the other person unless they're being like straight assholes. I've actually done that before. Where a friend brought like I met their boyfriend and they were just straight douchebags, so I was just a straight douchebag back. Like it was obviously known I didn't like them.
Yep.
Otherwise, like if I just get a bad vibe, I end up telling that friend like later, like if we'll talk on the phone, be like, hey, by the way, I get weird vibes from your boyfriend, just so you know.
Yep.
Not that he did anything in specific, but I
Yep.
don't know.
Too. In fact, I got a buddy right now that he ended up marrying her, and now he's kind of like stuck with her, and they have a kid together. And it's just like, I never really liked her back from the beginning. I don't like the way she treats him.
Yep.
And I've told him that. It's like, dude, she treats you like crap. She doesn't do anything. All she does is sit around at the house all day. She may cook a little bit and she may clean, but like, times are like what they are right now. You also cook and you also clean and you also do all these things around the house when you're not working. Like she's got to work. Like just all this different stuff, and he seems to like understand it when they're not like when he's like by himself or whatever else. But when they're together, he just like totally changes into a different person.
Yeah.
And I've said that to him too. And now it's like well beyond anything else. So it's just like you do it.
And I don't tell my friend, I didn't tell my friend specifically to break up with that person, but later when things didn't work out, I try not to like be that I told you so person, but I'm just like, I'm sorry that happened to you. If only there were signs. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that trauma bond. That trauma bond is strong as hell, man.
Yeah.
My sister's husband hit me once. I didn't tell her. She isn't mature enough even today to have said anything. I laughed at him. I don't think he likes me after that.
Yeah, just hurt his feelings and make him stop.
Well, exactly.
But,
and
yeah.
the thing, he hit you once and he never hit you again.
No, hit on her.
Oh, hit on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit on her.
I missed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's funny too. Yeah.
Aw, Benjamin gave you a compliment. And thank you. Danny, I think your face is much more chiseled and muscular with the shorter hair. Good night, y'all.
Well, I've just been kind of smiling a lot recently, so that's been good. Bringing out the cheeks, but yeah, people have said I look a little bit younger with the short hair. Whatever else. I think people are just trying to give me compliments because they're it's all very different.
It is different. Yeah, big change.
My brother and my sister, when we went out to karaoke on Thursday, we just like my brother's like, I can't look at you. You're just like, ah.
Here you go. Are you currently annoyed with any of your friends? Who and why? Christopher's annoyed with Danny for getting his hair cut.
All that wind, yep, exactly. All that wind I can feel, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
And not feeling hairs all over my face.
Oh, I meant to say it earlier. I can totally relate. So I used to get an undercut, like probably about this much of my above my hairline on the base of my neck. I used to get cut, and yeah, when I would put up my hair, oh, that instant cooling feeling just at the nape of your neck from the wind instantly touching it. Oh, that was the best, especially after a fresh buzz. Oh, it was so nice.
Mm-hmm. But just just not having hair stuck to your face It's
When you're
just so-
driving and not have to worry about that.
exactly. I don't
Yeah.
know, like with my sunglasses, not having to worry about hair blowing and getting tangled and the sunglasses sitting on top of my head. I can just pull my glasses down, put them back up, whatever. It's
Oh yeah,
automatic.
taking a shower is probably so much faster.
It's shower. Dude, so many different things. I honestly, it has been really nice to have short hair and like, oh
And your
yeah,
cigarette.
definitely. I lit my hair on fire once, lighting like a cigarette. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh. But anyway, guys, we're overtime now. Oh, I got hiccups. We are overtime now, and yeah. So thanks for joining us. Happy birthday again to Gina. Though
Thanks.
it was still like a couple hours away technically.
Yeah,
Uh,
2 hours away.
I hope you have a great birthday / Mother's Day. Right? No, Mother's Day is next Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. But hey,
Yeah,
we
good.
doing some Valley of Flowers stuff still. Maybe
Oh,
tomorrow.
that is this weekend.
That was today. I didn't go, but
Yeah.
have a good one though. And
Yeah.
everybody else have a great week. If you didn't check out my video of me finishing the pond, check that out now. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And so yeah, go check that out. We'll see y'all next week on another episode of Fish and Friends.
Bye.
Bye. So long. Thanks for the
Burn it.